You're being monitored right now.
By who?
Rick Flag.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at how 2025's Superman sets up Peacemaker Season 2. This means spoilers for those who aren't caught up.
You met your own self from a parallel dimension? You're wearing his clothes?
Saying goodbye to the DCEU, for the most part. The DC Extended Universe ended in 2023. James Gunn is ushering in a new era, with Superman being the first film in the DC universe.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
The movie establishes that this is a different continuity with a new Clark Kent, a new Lois Lane, and thank God, a new Lex Luthor.
I'll be back later with someone else you've chatted with, and I'll kill them too.
That doesn't mean every DCEU role is being recast. Although Peacemaker Season 1 took place in the DCEU, John Cena will still be playing Chris Smith in Season 2, which crosses over to the DC universe.
I have a variety of helmets.
This guy sucks.
Excuse me? Am I supposed to be able to hear you guys?
Most of the first season's cast is returning as well. While certain elements might be retconned, Season 2 retains key events from the first season, as well as the Suicide Squad, which marked Cena's debut as Peacemaker.
You just said each member of the team is chosen for their unique abilities. He does exactly what I do.
But better.
I always hit my targets dead center.
I hit them more in the center.
You can't hit something more in the center?
I use smaller bullets.
What?
They go inside your bullet holes without even touching the side.
Peacemaker's talk show cameo. After interfering during the conflict between feuding nations Baravia and Jarhanpur, some question if Superman has too much power.
Baravia wants to save the people of Jarhanpur, and Superman wants to keep them enslaved.
The public grows even more critical when a message reveals that Superman's biological parents didn't send him to Earth to protect humans, but to rule over them.
Lord over the planet, as the last son of Krypton.
Just when it seems Superman's day can't get any worse, he comes home to hear Peacemaker badmouthing him on TV. Speaking with host Clevis Thornweight, Peacemaker gives his hot take on the other guy draped in American colors.
A lot of these guys, these heroes in the magazines, are obsessed with me because I'm more jacked than they are.
Although the scene is brief and played for laughs, it also establishes that this is the same Peacemaker we already know. Despite being in a different universe, Peacemaker hasn't changed his appearance or brash way with words.
What happened to the good old days where you could just non-stop with somebody without them claiming to be a victim?
Mainstream Metahumans. The first chapter of the DC universe is titled Gods and Monsters. This is stated in the opening of Superman, which establishes that metahumans first surfaced on Earth 3 centuries ago.
This is your last warning.
Meanwhile, Kal-El landed on this planet 3 decades ago, and has only been saving the world as Superman for 3 years. Unlike the DCEU, where superpowered beings were just starting to come out of hiding when the Man of Steel showed up, metahumans have been mainstream in the DC universe for some time.
Why are you still gross looking?
I don't know.
As such, it's harder than ever for a costumed crime fighter without powers like Peacemaker to get noticed. He might be on the call list for far-right talk shows, but when kaiju attack, he's nobody's first choice.
It is not funny.
Surprise guest stars, big and small. We can expect a few familiar faces from Superman to pop up in Peacemaker Season 2.
No matter what you do to me, Luthor, your plans in Baravia won't work.
Oh, really?
Why's that?
Because I called in some friends.
James Gunn has even hinted at, quote, one really big cameo toward the second season's conclusion. Naturally, he didn't reveal who, although a couple of cast members have been confirmed. Stephen Blackheart and Terrence Rosemore, who played Sidney Happerson and Otis Berg respectively, return as the Luthor Corp employees. Presumably, they'll be filling in for Lex Luthor during his absence. James Hiroyuki Liao reprises his role as General Mori, who heads up the United States Department of Defense. Frank Grillo will play an especially significant part this season as Rick Flag Sr.
And like Lex Luthor, he's in possession of some kind of dimensional portal.
Be on the lookout for Superman's favorite band, the Mighty Crabjoys, as well. Where's the Justice League? One of the biggest differences between Peacemaker Seasons 1 and 2 is the Justice League's absence. Throughout the first season, Peacemaker name-dropped several Justice League members.
Have you ever met the Flash?
Yeah, I met the Flash. Like everybody else who's ever met him, I thought he was an unbearable D-bag.
The season finale culminated in the Justice League finally swooping in, albeit too late. Although most of them only appear in silhouette, Jason Momoa's Aquaman and Ezra Miller's Flash did make cameos.
I'm so sick of that rumor.
It's not a rumor.
In Superman, though, the Justice League has yet to materialize. While Supes does occasionally fight alongside fellow heroes, he hasn't risen as a team leader.
Back off, guy.
Make a move, Big Blue.
He hasn't even officially joined any superhero teams, but it's clear that he can't always save the world on his own. While the DCU is bound to introduce the Justice League at some point, Peacemaker has the 11th Street Kids for now.
We are the 11th Street Kids. No one will ever break us apart.
The Justice Gang.
Welcome, Peacemaker, or do you prefer Chris?
Either's fine.
Although there isn't a Justice League yet, the seeds might have been planted through the Justice Gang. Name still pending. Billionaire Maxwell Lord, played by Sean Gunn, is the sponsor of the superhero team, which currently has 3 members: Isabella Merced's Hawkgirl, aka Kendra Saunders, Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern, aka Guy Gardner, and Eddie Gathegi's Mr. Terrific, aka Michael Holt.
What's the skinny?
His hide is tough, but it's off balance.
Actually make that 4 members, as Anthony Carrigan's Metamorpho, aka Rex Mason, is also recruited in the end.
Guy, maybe you should join the group.
Please. I mean, no offense, but that creepy mug is what you want representing the Justice Gang?
Justice Gang? That's a cool name.
You're in.
The gang won't be as eager to enlist Peacemaker in Season 2, which will feature appearances from Lord, Hawkgirl, and Green Lantern. Whether or not Terrific and Metamorpho drop by, the Justice Gang is on the lookout for new talent. Just not Peacemaker.
You were talking about your butt and stuff? And also you said that I suck.
Amanda Waller, MIA.
It's been running for years out of Belle Reef Prison under the command of a woman named Amanda Waller.
Along with Team Peacemaker, Viola Davis's Amanda Waller will carry over from the DCEU to the DC Universe. Davis already made her DC Universe debut in Creature Commandos, which is technically this franchise's first entry.
What in the holy hell?
This is the Belle Reeve Non-Human Interment Division.
During this animated show's first season, Waller was still the director of the government agency A.R.G.U.S. In Superman, we learn that Waller has been replaced with Rick Flag Sr., who she previously recruited to lead Task Force M.
Big Blue stopped the war. Naive, maybe, but well-intentioned.
Well, I don't know the intentions of an unattended fire hose, General Flag. I just do what I can not to be splashed.
While the film doesn't specify why Waller was removed, it might have had something to do with her daughter Leota Adebayo exposing her mother's corruption. In any case, we'll be seeing more of Davis as Waller, if not in Peacemaker Season 2, then in the character's upcoming spin-off show.
Why are you wasting time?
Rick Flag Sr. in charge of A.R.G.U.S. Superman saw Rick Flag Sr. promoted to the head of A.R.G.U.S. Whereas Flag was the hero of Creature Commandos, Superman found him in a more neutral position. He was initially against detaining Superman, believing Lex Luthor had his own agenda. Flag fell in line when Superman surrendered himself, although he still sensed that Luthor was the true threat.
I'm sorry about this.
In Season 2 of Peacemaker, Flag will be hunting the titular hero down.
We need to find Peacemaker.
While this might make Flag the season's antagonist, his motivations are understandable. Not only will Peacemaker tamper with technology that could pose a threat to humanity, but he kinda murdered Flag's son in cold blood. That's another plot point from the Suicide Squad that's canon in the DC universe.
You killed my son.
Lex Luthor's influence. Superman ends with Lex Luthor being arrested. A billionaire going to jail? That might be the most unrealistic part of the movie.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Among Luthor's laundry list of crimes was imprisoning innocent people, both metahumans and powerless humans, in his pocket universe. What's more, the pocket universe's portal created a rift that nearly tore apart Metropolis, not to mention a black hole.
But Lex, that could tear a dimensional rift into the surrounding area.
This is something you think I don't know?
It remains to be seen if Luthor will make an appearance in Peacemaker Season 2, although his presence will still be felt. Rick Flag mentions that Peacemaker has acquired interdimensional technology similar to what Luthor used to open the Pocket Universe.
Lex Luthor. He's in possession of some kind of dimensional portal.
Considering how Luthor used the Pocket Universe, it makes sense why Flag would go after the irresponsible Peacemaker. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. New Universe, Sis. The first season of Peacemaker introduced the Quantum Unfolding Chamber, a glorified storage facility.
There are gaps in the armor.
What?
Your dad's white dragon costume, right? There are weak points where the cloth is.
In Season 2, it'll serve a greater purpose, opening the door to an alternate universe.
Whoa.
What is it?
Although this allows Peacemaker to start fresh in a reality where he doesn't feel like such a loser, it also poses a potential threat. After all, Luthor's portal created a dimensional rift that tore through a city. Peacemaker could inadvertently cause a similar disaster. This portal might be the key to explaining how Peacemaker can exist within both the DC Universe and the DCEU. According to James Gunn, this season will operate differently from what we've seen in other multiverse stories. Gunn also notes that Season 2 will set up, quote, the rest of the DCU.
I'm going to make a life in the other world.
Are you excited for Peacemaker Season 2? Let us know in the comments.
Best dimension ever.